COVID metrics still rising in the Carolinas. We can see that through new data from North Carolina health officials today. Emergency room visits, case counts, hospital admissions, they're all inching up over the last week. And this is a trend we are seeing nationwide. As folks plan to travel, though, the CDC is updating its guidance. WCNC Charlotte's Chloe Leshner joining us live right now to talk about this. So what are the big changes we need to know about?
Well, hey, Vanessa, the CDC is now urging people to test before traveling again. And the recommendation notably now includes people who are vaccinated and boosted. The summer travel season is just around the corner, but as you prep for a plane ride, the CDC is again recommending you take a COVID test.
We would ask people to engage in all of the activities that they want to engage in, but to do so wisely. Do so when you're up to date with your vaccines, when you've tested before you gather, and if you have a high risk of infection in your area, to put on that mask before you gather.
Nationally, new COVID cases increased 26% in the last week. Here in North Carolina, the more contagious Omicron subvariants are spreading. The BA.2 subvariant still makes up the majority of cases sequenced. The change in guidance, a sign we're not out of the woods yet.
Just because you've been vaccinated, just because you've been boosted, it doesn't mean that you should necessarily throw caution to the wind. We certainly want everyone to still practice, being prudent about being safe and protecting yourself and in protecting others.
Testing is more accessible now. The federal government is allowing Americans to order 8 more free at-home tests. The problem, those tests don't need to be reported, so the data is likely an underestimate. Plus, tests aren't always a sure answer.
But I don't want anyone to have a false sense of security. You have to keep in mind that a test is really just a snapshot in time, a moment in time. And, it really could be that, should you repeat the test the next day or the day after that it could be positive.
And of course, masks are not required on public transportation anymore. Doctors say if you live in an area or are traveling to an area where cases are getting higher, you should consider wearing one on the plane. Live in studio, Chloe Leshner, WCNC Charlotte.